Team Dias. Thanks for coming out today. I just got a few thanks. We get off the stage, if you will. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I was once told God's purpose in your life is greater than your mistakes. For me to have this opportunity is a true testament to that. Thank you, Colonel Drowley and Chief Harris. Thanks for giving me enough rope to lead. And when I got in trouble, making sure that rope was a lifeline instead of a noose. I appreciate that. Shout out to Team Dias, Colonel Benson, Mrs. Benson, and the rest of the senior leaders on the staff. Thank you very much for being here today. Fellow squadron commanders, chiefs, and first shirts, thanks for showing up. 7th Grade Maintenance Group and Colonel Russell, thanks for the jets. It's been a Herculean effort balancing all the priorities on this base with such little food, and you fed all these hungry mouths. And the 77th Weapons Squadron's plate has been full. Thank you again, sir. Thank you, Honor Guard and Wendy, for putting on the big show. I would have gotten fired a long time ago if I didn't have two great DOs. So thank you, Bibbs, who's at ACSC right now, and thanks, Baja, for the last year. Baja, it is an honor to share this stage with you. Good luck to you and Sarah and the boys. I know you guys will have a blast. No commander is worth his salt without a good senior enlisted staff. I've had two great op soups. Thanks, Senior Master Sergeant Brendel and Master Sergeant Meyer. I appreciate your hard work. My mother couldn't make the trip, but my dad did. My mom's still in San Antonio, but they are celebrating their 50th anniversary Saturday. I think I stole this from my brother, but at least for 45 of those years, they wrote a couple chapters in 3-1.parenting. I'll tell you that right now. So thanks, Dad, for making the trip. I appreciate it. Aunt Y, thanks for making the trip as well. Looking back through the significant events in my life for the last 19 years, you've been there. And Master Chief, thanks for making the trip out as well, too. Thank you, Colonel Michael E. McClung, United States Air Force, retired. 24 years of faithful service as of last Wednesday. And believe it or not, 19 and a half years ago this month was your first patch event. 97 Alpha, he's old. And this will probably be your last one. Thanks for making the trip. Mrs. Talley, thanks for keeping my sanity. Thank you very much. Date nights have been awesome with Chanel. I appreciate all the help and support. Please accept these flowers on my behalf. I have the distinct pleasure to having two moms, my mother-in-law and my mother, and I please appreciate it. Thank you very much. Speaking of my date, thank you, Chanel, for being the passenger on this 14-year thrill ride. It's been a blast. You shine so much. You shine so bright. Thank you, baby. Please, my wife hates flowers, so we got her a plant. I think it's the same phylum as a flower. But we got her some beautiful lilies. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. For those in the audience who haven't taken command, I highly recommend that during your command tour you have a baby. I'm not joking. It will actually keep you grounded. My children do. Sean, Aaron, and Madison, thank you so much. Thank you for your sacrifices. Great Wolf Lodge is in our future. I can see it. Finally, I'd like to thank the 77th Weapons Squadron. You've made command easy. All I had to do was get out of your way and get other people out of your way. Over the last 2 years, you continued to professionally develop our cadre and staff as you promoted 11 majors and sewed on 9 stripes. You were tasked to conduct B-52 CENTCOM prep. You assisted the 337th in software development to include LRASM anti-ship cruise missile engineering, manufacturing, and TTP development. You led at WebTAC by chairing a myriad of mission area working groups, receiving multiple superior performer comments and accolades from COMAC. You also continue to lead the CAF outside of Las Vegas as you participate in multiple PACOM, standoff weapons, and mining exercises, as well as lending your expertise to CENTCOM, EUCOM, SOCOM, and SOUTHCOM. You helped develop digitally aided CAS TTPs for not only the B-1, but for all CAS platforms. And you continue to lead the CAF in standoff weapons TTPs. Ain't no other building got a JASM out front. I'll tell you that right now. So the 337th and the 77th, that's Dias Mecca, and that's Smack West. You guys have done a great job with that. You also expanded WUG leadership opportunities by integrating not only with the 66 prior to WISNT, but also the 29th, 340th, 325th, and 8th Weapon Squadrons as well. And you did all this while you continued to deploy personnel to Qatar, Kuwait, and Afghanistan. Oh, by the way, over the last 2 years with an average of 10 cadre, you flew 300 sorties, taught over 1,000 academic hours, and you continued to keep the bar high by only graduating 14 months. God willing, in 5 weeks, we're going to graduate 4 more. In the past 3 years, 11 stars have visited our place. Our entire chain of command, COMAC on down, and Air Force Global Strike Command Commander. In reference to our cadre, the United States Air Force Warfare Center Commander stated, the 77th continues to grow leaders and experts in air power. And that's the bottom line. That's why Weapons School exists. To grow future leaders and tactical operational experts. There are plenty of DoD schools that teach leadership. And there are plenty of Air Force schools that teach air power. But there's only one school that does both. And that's the Weapons School. A former squadron commander and mentor of mine who wasn't a Weapons School graduate said, hey, the rest of the DoD really doesn't recognize any of these Air Force patches, but they recognize one. And that's the United States Air Force Weapons School patch. Ask anyone who wears that patch. It's heavy. It's a privilege and a burden. However, leading the Weapons School has been nothing but an honor and a privilege. Thank you, 77th Weapons Squadron, for letting me lead you while we built, led, and taught lethality. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the change of command. Attention to orders. By order of Colonel Michael R. Jowley, Special Order G-17-02, Lieutenant Colonel Michael S. Cornelius assumes command of the 77th Weapons Squadron. Vice Lieutenant Colonel J. Christopher McClung, effective 12 May 2017.
Sir,